Hello, beautiful people. I'm Bonnie Gillespie, and welcome to a special VOCAB edition of The Work. I'll never forget when a really nice person who had great intentions and who has several Emmy Awards. So, of course, I'm going to listen to her, not just because of the Emmy Awards, but because she's a nice person and has great intentions. But she also happens to have a few Emmy Awards. Came to me and said, "You need to take down this blog post that you wrote about having a hard day." I had a hard day after a run of hard days, and I was just not feeling it, and I was over it, and I was like, I'm ready to quit. And of course I was not ready to quit because I'm never going to quit. However, I was having one of those days where I was feeling ready to quit. And of course we know what those days feel like, and I was venting, and I'm a writer, so I vent in writing. And when she contacted me and said, you need to take this post down, her idea behind that was, she said, you work with actors and creatives and you coach them to their next tier and the life of their dreams. You need to sell the glamour of this business. You need to sell how fabulous it is to be living your dreams. You need to not talk about how hard it is and how much struggle is involved and how much work is involved. You need to make it look effortless so that they want to come to you, so that you can make it effortless for them. And I understand the psychology of what she's saying, but so much of my brand is about pulling back the curtain on this spin of the great and powerful Oz type head that we have, that is show business, and pulling back that curtain to reveal the actual work of it. And I think it is so incredibly important to acknowledge that this is hard work. But here's what I like to say about that: it's all hard. It's hard work to to go out for something and not get it. It's hard to identify your target agents, do a mailing, and then have no one ask you in for a meeting. It's hard work to do all that work and then get invited in for a meeting and then maybe not get signed. It's hard work to then maybe get signed and then have them not get you and not send you out the right kind of way. Or they get you and they send you out, but then you don't book. It's hard. It's hard to stand in line for another open call or for EPAs. It's hard to promote the project that you were in because it's airing and then they cut your scene and you used all that promotional cred and it didn't get used. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. However, we get to pick our hard. And what I mean by that is, to me, it would also be hard to roll around on a plastic pad behind a desk in a secure job, making a predictable salary. It would be hard for me to live a life that to my family might look more stable or more secure or more appropriate. It would be hard for me to say yes to things that don't align with my spirit and my soul and what I know that I was put on this planet to do. And it's hard to say no to those things when money is tight. These are all variations on the theme that it's hard. We get to pick our hard. I pick the hard that is show business. I pick the hard that is the unpredictability. I pick the hard that is looking at certain situations and going, man, we as a culture could be doing better. And I pick my hard because I know we can create more change from within than from outside. And all of my work has been to get in and get up and create change. And that's a hard I am so happy to have picked. No regrets. So every time you're feeling exhausted, every time you're feeling beaten down, every time you're feeling rejected, every time you're feeling like tapping out, giving up, calling it a day, I want you to remind yourself that you get to pick your hard. And it's no easier to have chosen a non-creative career. And in fact, for some of us, that would be harder. That would be so much harder. There's no life path that is easier when it comes to this sort of stuff. So for me, I choose the path in which I'm living my dreams, because that's the one that is filled with so much joy, so much alignment, so much happiness, so much soulfulness, so much connectedness and centeredness. Love it. Wouldn't trade it. And yes, it's still hard, but I got to pick this hard, and it's the hard I'll pick every time. As always, thank you for joining me for another episode of The Work. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe at iTunes. And of course, everything you might need to enjoy your self-management for actors journey is available at bonniegillespie.com. Till next time, stay ninja.